Hello everyone, welcome. Today, we're diving into a common question about Wi-Fi. We're exploring whether using a wider bandwidth on the 2.4 GHz band actually gives you better range. Let's find out. So, does cranking up the bandwidth from 20 MHz to 40 MHz really boost your Wi-Fi signal's reach? The short answer is, often, no. In fact, it can sometimes make things worse. 1. Understanding bandwidth. Think of bandwidth like lanes on a highway. 20 MHz is like a 2-lane road, while 40 MHz is like a 4-lane road. More lanes mean more data can theoretically pass through. 2.4 GHz band congestion. The 2.4 GHz band is super crowded. It's used by Wi-Fi, Bluetooth devices, microwaves, and even baby monitors. All these devices can cause interference. 3. Why 40 MHz can hurt. When you switch to 40 MHz, you're essentially using 2 channels instead of 1. In a crowded environment, this doubles your chances of encountering interference. This interference can lead to dropped connections, slower speeds, and reduced range. Your devices have to work harder to send and receive data, which weakens the signal. 4. The ideal scenario for 40 MHz. 40 MHz can be beneficial if you live in a rural area with minimal Wi-Fi interference. If your neighbor's Wi-Fi signals aren't overlapping with yours, and you have relatively few Bluetooth or other interfering devices, 40 MHz might give you a speed boost without sacrificing range. But this is rare in most modern homes and apartments. 5. The 5 GHz alternative. The 5 GHz band is generally less congested and offers more channels. If your router and devices support 5 GHz, you'll almost always have a better experience using it, especially with wider bandwidths. 5 GHz is generally faster, but it doesn't travel as far as 2.4 GHz and doesn't penetrate objects like walls as well. 6. Finding the right balance. Test your Wi-Fi network. Try both 20 MHz and 40 MHz on the 2.4 GHz band. Use a Wi-Fi analyzer app on your phone or computer to see how crowded the 2.4 GHz band is in your area. If it's packed, stick with 20 MHz. If it's relatively clear, 40 MHz might be worth a try. Remember, the goal is a stable, reliable connection, not just raw speed. In most cases, especially in urban and suburban areas, leaving your 2.4 GHz band at 20 MHz will provide a more consistent and reliable connection, even if the theoretical speed is lower. It's all about minimizing interference and ensuring a smooth experience for all your devices. So, before you crank up the bandwidth on your 2.4 GHz network, consider your environment. Are you surrounded by other Wi-Fi networks and devices? If so, sticking with 20 MHz is likely the best choice for better range and stability. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with your friends. Your support helps us create more content like this. Also, leave a comment below with your Wi-Fi experiences. Have you tried 40 MHz on 2.4 GHz? Did it help or hurt? We'd love to hear from you.